Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. Hope you guys are keeping well. Again, it seems like another pretty tough week. Bailey Smith late out. My mate Luke Davis-Uniacke. I mean, why is he still in my team? I've just been like, I haven't really felt like he would respond to his best, but I just thought I'll make him my last upgrade. You know, just in case I run out of trades, we might just have to deal with him at M8. So that's why he's still in my team, and I thought, look, the stars might align, trade him in for Gawn in the coming weeks. Watching the game, it felt like Gawn was somewhat, not quiet, but I don't know. I'll be interested to see what he scored. Yeah, he was. So there you go. So Gawn's going to come into a great range, but the really frustrating thing is Luke Davis-Uniacke, who all I wanted him to do was to just hover around 500k, maybe get up to 520, 530, and just be a nice little trade-off to Gawn. But he ain't going to do that now, is he? Because that's going to drop quite a bit. The other thing would be Will Ashcroft, and I don't have a clue how he went. I had a 30th over the weekend. We're up in Melbourne, so I really haven't caught a stack of footy. Let's see how Wilbur went. Said 23, 95. A few handballs in there for Will. A lot of clearances. So he must have been effective. 66 fantasy into 95 SuperCoach. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll just depend on the cash. But, yeah, it just seems like another very, very difficult week. And I haven't even looked yet. So we'll take a look at my side in the moment. Like I said, yeah, I had a 30th over the weekend. It's been a pretty busy week. Like, finished up for work, which was great. So we're on school holidays. That's pretty awesome. But had work drinks Friday night. Then rolled into Melbourne about midday, drove up, did go-karting. I've been go-karting since I was like a kid. It was pretty good. I get pretty bloody fast. Oh, geez, trying to overtake's not easy, but that was good fun. Then we went to Ballers. That was pretty cool. Bit of table tennis, bit of pool, darts, shuffleboard. I'd never been there, but it's a good idea. It's good fun, just sinking a few Maduris, pina coladas. The only thing they really lacked was the footy. Where were the TVs with the footy on, mate? You know, like, that would have been perfect. Bit of table tennis, have the footy on. But, no, it was a good weekend. Didn't catch much footy, like I said. But one thing I wanted to grab your thoughts on, right? Because we had the 30th, and I met a lot of blokes that I'd only seen a couple of times. Sort of the merging of two groups. Met a few people for the first time, rah. Some of these guys probably late 20s, just slightly younger than me. The handshake versus the dap up. Now, I'm old school. I'll be straight up honest. I much prefer the handshake. Just bang, handshake, get it in the grooves there, mate. Nice firm handshake. But the dap is really caught on, and it seems to be the modern handshake. And I don't know. I'm not about it like I'm hitting wrists. I'm slapping it like a wet fish, mate. There's a bit of pressure. You know, people go up for the dap. You're like, oh shit, this better like. It's too much pressure, man. Like, and then it's like, once we're dapping up, are we running into a bit of a sort of into a little mini hand grab handshake, or are you dapping me up? Then you come in and give me a hug, like. What's going on? I don't know. Is it two motions? One? There's a lot to think about with the dap, man. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've just got to accept it and change with the times, because I've even had of late some people that used to be handshakers trying to dap me up. I'm like, bro, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Just give me a firm grip handshake, nice and simple, mate. Right in the grooves, thumb to thumb sort of action. But look. Give me some tips on how to get that dap going, guys, because Shorty's got to try and stay with it. But I don't know. It's just a bit of a change-up. I mean, I feel like the handshake's just been that male greeting for years and years, and now I've sort of seen the sportsman change it up, and now it's really seeping into. I don't know if I'm late to the party, but it's really seeping in just to your social networks now. So times be changing, my guys. Times be changing, but let's take a look at the side. I dare say it's an absolute write-off. I've seen a couple of videos pop up, and yeah, they've been talking about like a fair bit of pain. I feel like my weekend of SuperCoach been ruined back-to-back weeks. I had Horn Francis get subbed off in the Thursday game last time. I had Luke Davis-Uniacke subbed off. You just wouldn't read about it. This season's just been such a nightmare. 2,280. Bit of green. Not that much substantial green there. 170 spots we moved up. Couple of wins in draft, which I'll absolutely take. particularly with not a great score there. To win with 1,500, I'll take. But I'm just begging you, SuperCoach gods. All I want, please, is 6 weeks at the end where I just feel good about this team. And maybe by Sunday I'm like, hello, we could be finishing good here. You know, I just want to feel good about my damn side. Let's have a look at it, though. Holmesy, 100. Look at Wanganeen Miller ago. Jeez, I heard he had 33 kicks, bit of midfield time. That is huge. Sinclair just not quite matching it, which is very interesting. I feel like Wanganeen Miller has really taken the mantle. To add insult to injury on that Thursday, seeing Bailey Dale get tagged, they moved to a wing, they moved to half forward. I was just like, oh, Jesus Christ, man, you're killing me. And Sheasel, 94. McCarthy scored 82. I must admit, I didn't feel like he had a stack of the footy. Like I spoke about a bit on my, probably mainly TikTok, but I'm not sold that he's a D6. Let's wait and see. I hope he does. But yeah, just a 19, but he's pretty effective there. I wouldn't be putting all your eggs in the basket for McCarthy to be an on-field option for the whole rest of the season, but he could well be. But yeah, don't expect the hundreds every week. And last week was a bit of an example. Dacos really good. Butters really good. Anderson really good. Bont going nicely. A little VC there. Sarong just got tagged brutally. Jordan's sewn him up twice. He's really done him twice. Oh, Zachy Merritt, 159. Zachy, boys, repaying the faith, my guy. That's what we like to see. Who'd they even play? I can't even remember. That was Gold Coast, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. 40 touches, 12 clearances. Who would have thought he's a midfielder, hey? Who would have thought? Chuck him in the guts. Oh, mate, why do we fuck around with putting these gun mids in different positions? I don't give a stuff if he's more versatile than Setterfield or some other prick. Put him where he's good. Zach Merritt, yeah, season high almost. Maybe, yeah, pretty much a season high on the centre bounces. Gosh, that's fantastic. He's probably got the 3 votes in the MVP for Shorty. There's the Luke David-Uniac. There's Will Ashcroft. Johnson scores a 79, which is pretty handy for his cash gen. Cherry was really good. Tommy DeConing is just a pain in my ass. Pain in my ass, mate. I mean, he could be the trade to Gawn. I don't know. Like, I hate having Luke Davis-Uniac there, but I'm just not quite sure which way to cut it. Clay Hall, 61. We take that. How much game time did he had? Like, I feel like he had a stack of the footy when I was watching. If he started sub and came on and dominated, I'll be filthy. But what's the time on ground? No, pretty good. We'll take that. Look, he does find a bit of the footy. Turned it over a little bit, but we'll take that every day of the week from Clay. Smith obviously hurt. And look, it's one of those weird ones. Like Smith, yeah, everyone has him, but it would have been a real advantage for those that had coverage. I obviously didn't. So that hurts. Martin was quiet. Yikes. McRae really solid. Rankin kicked 6. That was great. Warner had a bit of it. Jason Horne-Francis is just killing me, man. What is going on? This has not been the trade-in that we wanted at all. Just the 19 touches. We want to see a gradual increase in the centre bounces. So I'll take 30% here. Where's he at? Well, he was up. Okay. So no, he obviously just didn't find much of it. Anyway, if anyone's got any thoughts on Horne-Francis and is it the body, what's going on, I don't know. But, yeah, not great. All right, in terms of my MVP, the Ruckman have dropped off a bit, haven't they? Look, I think clearly Wanganeen Miller and Merritt are the guys this week. And I'm going to give Merritt the 3. Outscored him by 4, plus the response element, is big. But you got to respect Wanganeen Miller at 2 votes. And then, look, Rankin's got to be up there. But, look, I'm going to have to give the 1 vote to Bont. Pretty solid VC score. Always hard to get. He was one of my highest scorers anyway. He probably was the 3rd best scorer. Yeah, so he scored very nicely. And the VC. You got to respect that. So, what would have we had? Bont surely is polled. Jeez, he hasn't. How rough is that? Just shows we put some high standards on these guys. Zach Merritt gets the 3. And they might be... Are they Nasiah's first votes too? Oh, I mean, I know some of these blokes haven't been in my side the whole season, but... Would love to hear your thoughts on who you think will win the MVP too. I will go... We'll go dark mode at some point. How do you spell his name? Just to build a bit of anticipation, but just even for me to take away any bias as well. What I'll do is I'll say my votes, maybe even write them down. And then, yeah, we'll just try and do a bit of a Shorty MVP count at the end of the season. So I might even do that soon. You know, it's going to take a bit of catching to get to Cherry, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, all of a sudden, Merritt, you know, is coming up the leaderboard. He's at a couple of threes. So, let's take a look at some of these leagues. So we'll take 12 wins. I mean, I feel like it wasn't a great score. I think my best case scenario will be that others really burn their trades and struggle, and a bit of this short-term pain might pay off. Have a look at that from Mitch, 2,500. Just goes bang. Nice score there, mate. So, yeah, a couple of dubs there. Oh, close loss there to Disco Pants. We love that. And we had a draw. We had a draw with Danyon. Wow, nicely done there, mate. Very close encounter. Oh, Jonathan just... Oh, no, I read that wrong. Yeah, a couple of close ones there. Oh, geez, it looks like Caleb, he may have checked out there, Caleb. Come on, mate. But, so, look, Whitfield will come back. It's good coverage there with McCarthy. LDU's the issue. Initially, I was like LDU to Gawn, and now it's worked. Finally, I'm getting this drop for Gawn. So that finally, he's going to be a good pickup in a couple of weeks. Fantastic. I've got to... And we're getting Clay Hall, you know, getting beyond 250 soon. Johnson, you know, that's a nice response. We need a bit of this. We need a bit of cash gem from those guys. So that's positive. But the issue is LDU. And I don't know. It'll come down to price. And then is it deconing as well? Like, do we go deconing? But, you know, I'm not sure. I think if Pitnet hangs around, we may have to. So I wouldn't mind. I feel like Andy Brayshaw, he wasn't as damaging today. I feel like he would have scored give or take 100, but I'd love for him to drop a little bit. Yeah, 103. What'd Tommy Green do? I really probably got to get someone around 510 or something. So I feel like it's outlandish to even dream of someone like Green. He's a smoky for the Brownlow, Tom Green, I reckon. Another 35. You know, he doesn't always use it well. You know, 6 clangers there, but he's a machine. He's one of my favourite players. You guys well know it. Does hurt me a little bit that he's playing so well, and I would have started him if he didn't miss the first week or had that interrupted pre-season, but Brodie Grundy is just going ridiculous. So what we want to see here is, you know, someone up the top that's sort of scoring a little bit less. So there's Gawn. We want to see like a 70 or even a 60. I think Ed Richards might slide into a reasonable range as well, because I just need someone to pick off at a reasonable price. So yeah, Richards, he'll be dropping a lot already and should drop again. He's still got that 60. Jordan Clark with a 50. Interesting. Wow. I mean, he's probably not... He's an option. He's a definite option. He's not exactly like a premium mid sort of upgrade, but he could be a handy flex. Yeah, so to tell you who I don't mind, James Sicily could be someone. I reckon he's largely playing down back and got no idea how he went on the weekend, but let's have a look. He could be someone, so it's not that great. Not that great. Looks like he had rebound 50s. Yes, I'm not sure. Look, I feel like Sicily could be a guy that, if he gets running, could be someone we take a look at. But particularly with Weddle out, look, we'll give him that first week. Obviously, I didn't see the game, but yeah, any Hawthorn supporters, let me know what you reckon. Did he take a few kick-ins? Yeah, he took a couple. I mean, all we want is the roll. Like, yeah. Anyway, look, that's that. I think for this week, I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. I'm going to have a look at it. I think LDU probably has to go. I'm gonna have to get the maths out. I really want to finish this team with 2 trades left, so I need to make 2 upgrades with 1 downgrade. So I feel like I need Johnson and Hall to just accumulate a bit of cash. Tyrell Dewar missing's been the killer. That's the real killer. So, yeah. I'm happy to just have 22 premiums for a couple of weeks if it means I can finish really well. I know some people are like, hey, you've got the trades, just use them. But, gee, it's a dangerous game to have 0 trades by round 19 or round 20. You know, you've still got 3-4 weeks, finals. Like, it's pretty risky. And, all right, you might get lucky, but you could get unlucky. You know, I'm sort of hoping that others burn their trades, get down to 0. Yeah, they might go better than me for the last, next couple of weeks, like they have done for the rest of the season. But I'm just hoping that maybe a bit of patience, a bit of discipline, maybe I'll have a good last month while others are struggling. But we'll see. We just want some glory at the end. Make a couple of league finals and see how we go. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll go live on Wednesday. Have a good one. Cheers.